Season's greetings and happy holidays. My name is Ben and welcome back to the bench for episode number 4 of the 12 Sprues of Kit-mas. Today we are back in action, guys. So let's go ahead and grab the box. Let's get started. So you can see here we have our last day in the first row. Let's go ahead and punch on through there. Fish around, find that label. So far, so good. The model kits have been a ton of fun. They've gone together decently well. So let's hope we've got something here in today's episode. It's going to be just as fun. Go ahead and grab that label here. We're going to peel off the tape and we're going to go ahead and check out what we're going to be building on today's episode. Fingers crossed here. Go ahead and check it out. All right, look at that. We're going to be building the Sea Harriers. Let's go ahead and grab the kit. This is Hasegawa 1 72nd scale Sea Harrier FRS Mark 1. So this should be pretty fun. I always liked the early Sea Harriers. They look kind of cool and I like the aerodynamic streamlined look of the nose. This kit looks great. It's got recessed panel lines, lots of decals. Looks pretty cool. It's going to be a fun kit. So let's go ahead and jump right into our time lapse. We're going to start working on the cockpit assembly. I want to get everything done, ready to go. Then I want to go ahead and work on the pilot, try to fix up any seams that need to be worked on, get the canopy masked off. Then we're going to prime and paint, and then we're going to see where we go from there. I think for this episode, we're going to go ahead and put a pilot here in the cockpit. It should be a fun change of pace. So onwards and upwards, guys. Let's go ahead and get the party started. Let's work on day number 4. So with everything more or less built up, ready to go, we're going to shift our attention over to priming. We're going to go ahead and start running some Mr. Surfacer 1200. We're going to thin it out with some Mr. Leveling Thinner, get it nice and smooth. And we're going to apply that over the entire model. Then I want to come in, I want to do some pre-shade with NATO Black. And then I think we'll be ready to go ahead and start applying our colors. It's extra dark sea gray on the top and we have a white on the bottom. So let's go ahead and get back in there, guys. We're going to work on priming and painting the entire aircraft itself, and then we'll come in, do a little bit of sub-assembly work, and then we'll go ahead and finish off everything with a nice gloss coat for decals. This should be good, guys. So far, so good. The part fit on this has been really nice. Details are a little bit lacking, but you know what? It's still a fun model. Let's keep on. With that, guys, we have all of our paints nicely applied. Everything is glossed and we are ready to go ahead and start moving on to the decals. But before we get that going, let's go ahead and work a little bit on some of the weapons. Now, this kit gives you a nice assortment of different surface-to-air missiles. We have some sidewinders, we have drop tanks, gun pods. So I think we're going to go ahead and use the larger surface-to-air missiles. We already have the gun pods attached to the undersurface of the fuselage. So we're going to go ahead and start painting up this giant surface-to-air missile. And we have to go ahead and add in some black lines. We have some black fins, we have some orange stripes, and then of course the extra dark sea gray body. We're going to take it nice and slow, try to paint up what we can by hand, because I really don't want to go ahead and have to mask off everything again. So we're going to try our hand at some just regular old brush painting. So we have our flat black here. We're going to come in, paint up the fins, and then those detail stripes around the orange bands there on the missile itself. As you can tell from the paint job, we're going to go ahead and go with the extra dark sea gray over white. And we're going to use the first scheme we have here in our instructions. That looks pretty cool. And I don't really think we'll have much trouble with the Hasegawa decals. Usually they're very, very nice to work with. They come off the backing with a little bit of coaxing and warm water. I'm going to go ahead and just take section by section and just work along the fuselage, along the wings, undersurface of the wings, adding in all the different pieces as I go. This also, of course, has stencils like our previous episode, but there are not nearly as many here in this kit, so I'm going to probably add the majority of them. So let's jump back into the time lapse. We're going to start working on decals, get everything nicely decaled up, and then gloss coat everything for our final sealant. Then I want to hit it with a flat coat, and I'm pretty sure a little bit of weathering here and there, and we are done. So let's get back in there, guys. Let's finish off day number 4. Let's see how we do. And we are back, everybody. We have finished off our Sea Harrier, and I am very happy with how this has turned out. It's not perfect, mind you. There's a couple little issues here and there with the kit, but for the most part, it is a great little model to work on, super fast to build. And here it is, the finished product. 1/72nd scale Hasegawa Sea Harrier FRS Mark I. I love the fact that this kit comes with different types of missiles and rockets and bombs. I didn't do too much in the upper cockpit area. I just basically put some paint on there, threw some decals on there, but I did paint up the pilot, stuck him inside, so I think it's actually pretty cool looking. Get you a close up here and you can see I didn't go too heavy on the weathering. A lot of the references that I saw didn't show a lot of disheveled and destroyed looking Sea Harrier paint job. Of course, I went with the sidewinders on the outer pylons and these nice little chunky air-to-surface missiles for the inner pylons. Even though the paint job's not great, I think it actually is pretty decent for 3 feet, so I'm good with it. You'll notice I did sand down the center rear landing gear quite a bit, so I could get it to fit on all 4 gears. Even then, there's a little bit of a wobble, but it's not too bad. And of course, everything on the inside is nicely tacked together. Cockpit's closed, got a pilot up inside there. But that is it, guys. We are all finished up with build day number 4, and I am very happy with how our Sea Harrier has turned out. I think I could have gone a little bit more on the weathering, but you know what? This is 12 sprues, so hindsight's 20/20. I do like how this has turned out though, and it's a little bit on the cleaner side, but that's okay. Like I said, references didn't show crazy disheveled paint jobs, and I think we are good. I am happy. We're going to move on now to day number 5. So until our next episode, guys, you know the drill. Go out there, get yourself some bench time, have some fun, build something cool. We'll see you back here on the next episode of our 12 Sprues of Kit-mas holiday build series with build day number 5. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you're having a great holiday season. Take care of yourselves out there, and we'll see you soon.